Alright guys, it's extremely windy out here. We are by Hemet, California, and kind of like in between Beaumont, California. There's one car I'm going to try to film before it gets dark. We have about 2 hours and a half of filming. We can get it done before the sun sets. That's what I'm shooting for. Let me continue on getting geared up. Hopefully the wind stops, because if the wind keeps up like this, we're not going to be able to put the drone in the air at the end of the video. So let's see how it works out for us. All right guys, it's 2 o'clock on the nose. Let's do this. Hopefully we can get out there in about 30 or 40 minutes. Some type of communication towers out here. I've actually filmed out here before a couple times. There's actually a car right there. There's a Volkswagen Bug. Modern, it's not vintage, like 70s. All right guys, our destination is out in there somewhere. I'd have to look at my GPS, but it's far. So let's start doing this. Coming up, going down is going to be easy because it's all downhill, but coming up, it's going to be a nightmare. I want to show you guys, I'm walking down this, but it goes forever. Then it turns up there and it continues on down. But see what I'm talking about? When I come back, it's just going to be really, really hard. A lot of heavy breathing and drinking water, because the whole way back is uphill. So how popular e-bikes are now, like, you know, the Super 73 and the Sur-Ons. A lot of these trails that were never traveled before, only by foot, are being traveled by bicycle now. Well, motorcycle, bicycle, whatever you call it. So a lot of these trails were probably very thin years and years ago, probably 5 to 6, 7 years ago. But within the last 5 years, the Super 73 bicycle that's half pedal, half electric, whatever, and the Sur-Ons, those things have really taken off in the last 5 years. So a lot of times you see a lot of that out here. All right guys, we're making excellent time. It's 2:09. I started hiking exactly at 2 o'clock, and I honestly haven't really stopped. I stopped for just like a couple split seconds. Like I said, we don't have a lot of time out here before the sun sets. And there's a couple of vehicles out here that are not showing up on my GPS, and I want to try to find them if possible. So let's see what happens. Guys, I'm not sure if you could tell through the video, but this is the hardest road right here. This is the hardest part to walk up. I try to stay on the sides so I don't slip, but in the camera it probably doesn't look that steep, but it's extremely steep. Coming back is a nightmare. I'm just staying right here so I have grip where all the rock is over here. Over here is just too slippery. Rolling hills for miles and miles. Gotta do baby steps like this. Or use your trekking poles, of course. But I'm just trying to show you guys how I make it down this. Now I'm in the center like a fool. I should be back over here on the sides. Guys, imagine what type of vehicle 4x you'd have to make it up this. Look at these gorges going through here. I mean, it's pretty gnarly. I would love to watch a vehicle go up this. If you had a 4-wheel drive with some solid tires, you could probably do it. Because a lot of these are, I believe, are motorcycle trails, but there is a way to get vehicles out here. They're trying to shut off all the roads that lead out here, but people still find ways in with all-terrain vehicles and also regular cars and trucks. Guys, I want to bring something else up. This area burned. I'm not sure if it was last summer or the summer before, but it burned out here really bad, and this whole area was actually burned. But it's all growing in. You could really tell if you look around. All the plants that look like they're almost dead are actually coming back. They just start growing back from the bottom. New growth. But when stuff burns, it gives you the opportunity to find vehicles. There's a lot of hidden vehicles out there in this world that no one has ever seen because of bushes, trees. All it takes is one fire to bring out something that's been hidden for 40 or 50 years. All right, guys, this is the farthest I've ever been out here. I've never been past this point. That's why I'm kind of walking to the end to see if there's anything down here that we've missed with Google and Apple Maps. Guys, but look how steep this is. Is this crazy? Look at this. Especially this side. I mean, if I leaned forward right now, I would just tumble and tumble and tumble until I hit the ground. But you can see all through this gorge right here, there's nothing here. It possibly could have been pulled out over the years, or there's just nothing here. But let's get back on that road we were on earlier and keep pushing forward. I'm trying not to stop. We're making really, really good time. But that ledge was just calling my name. I had to look over. Guys, we're getting really close. Guys, I can see the vehicle up ahead. It's crazy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable in the position this vehicle's in. It looked like it made it down this crazy, crazy hill and never made it out the other side. I'm gonna turn the camera on right now and show you how steep this is. This is crazy. Check this out. I mean, look at these gorges in the ground. I think you're going to try to want to stay over here, but this is actually the road. And I think the dirt bikes are going over here and making a new road. There it is over there. Guys, I had some other vehicles out here pinned on my phone. I don't have enough time right now to really sit down and look through my old messages. There's more vehicles out here. And I think they're up this hill in that way like about a half hour. But I think we're gonna stay over here so we don't fall. Guys, I'm actually going to the beach tomorrow, and I think I am. I keep saying this. I've said this 10 times. We're going to go metal detecting low tide. So I think at 3:07 or 3:10 tomorrow is low tide in Huntington Beach, California. Guys, look at this. Look at this road. Look at this road. It drops 4 to 5 feet straight down. Holy cow. And then someone made a way to get through right here, I think for the motorcycles. But the river, the floods out here just washed it out. Wow. All right, guys, let's see what we got. Yeah, supposedly tomorrow I'm going to go metal detecting low tide. And I have a really good metal detector, so hopefully I find just something. I know I'll find some coins, but the goal is to find treasure. Gold and silver. You know, it's just a hobby. I try to do it. I keep telling myself once a week, but I haven't gone in years. But tomorrow is a big day. What is this vehicle? It's either a Toyota RAV4 or a Geo Tracker. It's a Geo Tracker ZR-2. Holy cow. Engine's still there. It was trying to make it up this rugged thing here. But guys, look at these washouts. Look at this. I mean, how would you make it up this? You're probably not going to make it unless you hug this area and pray. We'll get back to the car. I want to see how rugged this is. Guys, look at this road. Holy cow. Guys, I'm walking inside this, look, to give you an example of how crazy this road is. Guys, I think at the end of the video, I think I could put the drone in the air. Guys, I just spotted a car or a refrigerator. There's something here. Good thing I crawled up here. Right where we walk down, we're off the edge. There's a refrigerator or a vehicle. I can see something rusty from here. I'll zoom in with my iPhone right now to show you, but guys, it's going to be extremely windy. I don't have a windsock on this iPhone, so bear with me. All right, guys, there's the vehicle we just hiked to. We're going to go look at it right now. But as I stood up here, look what I spotted. There's something there. I'm not sure if it's a piece of steel, a piece of metal. I don't know. Let's look at this vehicle, then we'll walk back over there, and then we'll put the drone in the air and call it a video. But let me shoot back around and show you with my iPhone how gnarly this road is. These iPhones show detail better than GoPros, and the audio is a lot different. So a lot of times I want to film with my iPhone, but the GoPro mounts to my chest, and it's a lot different. There's a lot of differences, guys, but let's continue on. This puppy had the V6 in it. Look at that. Battery's gone. This car doesn't look like it's been here long, but people have been stripping parts off of it. Someone's cut into the fender well right here. There's actually a VIN on this car, so you could tell this vehicle has flipped. What's crazy, guys, is look at this. I'm not sure if you guys could see it. I'll get down closer, but it's actually bobcat prints up here, or mountain lion. Look at this. Right here. Some type of print of a cat. Probably a bobcat. And you can see it slid right here. It goes up here messing around. I believe those are prints from a bobcat, possibly. I really wonder if this car is stolen or not. Or if somebody was just out here joyriding. Look at the spare still in the back. Guys, sometimes when you're up here talking, you got to really remember that that you're up here and you don't fall off. You got to be careful, guys. You don't want to fall up here. Yep. Guys, usually I don't like to crawl on cars like this, but this car is totaled and it'll probably never be recovered unless somebody comes out here with a professional four-wheel drive vehicle and tows it out of here and takes it to the scrapyard, because this car has zero value. Actually, I lied. That engine's probably worth some money. The transmission's probably actually worth some money. Unless they grenaded it while they're out here. They might have just redlined it, who knows. So guys, here's what I'm guessing, or wondering. Was a person in this vehicle when it rolled? I'm saying yes, they were. I think they're out here just having fun. I want to check the ignition. Actually, there's the ignition right there. Does that look like it's been messed with? I don't know. But the ignition area is taken apart, so it's possible that this car might have been hot wired. Who knows? Is this thing four-wheel drive? Hold on a minute. I think this thing is four-wheel drive. I'll check from the other side, but I think this thing has a four-wheel drive shifter boot right here. These are good little vehicles. I mean, these little tiny sport utility vehicles they're pretty nice. Looks like someone's trying to take this rear spare off, but they couldn't get it. We'll go this way and take a look at the other side. Right there it says ZR-2 tracker. Holy cow. What is it with pack rats, or I forget what they're called. It's not actually called a pack rat, it's called something else. And it's not a kangaroo rat, they're called something else. But what's with them making these nests always in like the dash area on the passenger side? Look at that. That's from a rat. You're not supposed to be even breathing this feces in here from these things. But here we are. And look, there's a nest down in there too. I wanted to take my hiking pole and see if this thing really was 4x, and I think it is. Yeah. You can see the boot right there. The handle to the four-wheel drive shifter right there. Pretty wicked, guys. This is pretty crazy. I wonder if this thing is stolen. Who knows? It's pretty cool being out here. It's just so quiet. You could literally hear a pin drop. Guys, look how deep this cut in the ground is right here. Look at this. Look at that, guys. I'm not sure if you can see the video, but that's 5 to 6 feet deep. Right here goes about 4 feet, 5 feet. In there, 6 feet, and then it goes 5 feet, 6 feet, the whole way down. And guys, you can't really see that. If that gets overgrown, and you're out here hiking and you fall in there, especially if you fall head first, you're in trouble. And guys, it happens. There's a guy on YouTube, there's actually a story. The guy was out hunting, I'm not sure if it was quail or deer, and there was like an 18-inch by 18-inch hole in the ground from, I believe, like an old mining operation, and it was in thick vegetation, and he stepped in it, and it took him days to find him, and he was dead. He drowned. It was full of water. And they actually went out there and they found his whole camp. The guy had a little Toyota truck. He was out there on the weekend. He just got off work. He told his buddies, I'm gonna go out hunting for quail or deer. And they found his like tent. Everything was set up perfectly. And they hiked the whole area within like a quarter of a mile, and they found the hole in the ground, and the guy was in there. Crazy story. Actually happened here in California. Very, very dangerous. You got to be extremely careful of where you step when you're out hiking in the middle of nowhere like this, because if you fall, it could be deadly. Guys, I walked over here to look off this little ledge, and there actually is a no trespassing sign out here, but it's really strange. It says no trespassing, private property, planted for erosion control. What was planted for erosion control? I'm confused about that. At one time, they might have planted vegetation out here, so this wouldn't wash out. I'm not sure. Not sure what they mean by that. But guys, as you can see the cars right there, let's go back up to the top of that hill and see what is off that blind ledge. Guys, we were just standing right there, 10 to 20 feet away, and you can't see the vehicle because there's a drop right there and you just can't see it. Let's go up there. Up in here. Let me turn the camera off. Guys, it's part of a vehicle. It's the front cab of a truck. Should we go down there? I don't know. Go through here. It's super soft. If this was not soft, there'd be no way there. We'd have to use rope. All right, guys, we're making really good time still. It's 2:47. This was an unexpected find. I really don't want to waste the time on it. But let's do it. We're here. I was trying to get the drone in the air and hike to the car before sunset. There's still a chance, because the drone part takes 30 to 40 minutes depending how my drone footage is going. Guys, and this all burned, so this might have been hidden for years and years and years. This probably was hidden, as you can tell from all these trees burned. This truck or Jeep, whatever the heck it is, was probably hidden. Where's the bed at? Before I get closer, I'll make sure I don't see no bees. Stay over here. It's the front end to some type of truck. Nissan, Toyota, Datsun, I'm not really sure. We're not going to be able to find the VIN. I think the sun is in our eyes. Let's go to this side. Let's pray no wasps come out or nothing, because if they do, I can't run right now. I'll tell you that much. Holy cow. Guys, I'm not counting this as a vehicle. I probably should be, but I'm not. I don't know what it is. Whatever it was stick shift. There's three pedals. Guys, I bet you if I pulled on this truck would fall down farther. I don't want to do it though. I'm not here to cause problems. I'm just here to document what's going on. For sure this is stolen, guys. See how all these trees are charred? Whoa. I don't know what it is. Not sure. But guys, just go back down to that geo tracker and put the drone in the air. Give me a minute. Guys, you should see the swarm of gnats following me right now. I gotta get out of here. It's like a white gnat. They're just all over me. They probably smell my sweat. I got rid of them. The minute I got up here, the wind, they couldn't withstand it, and they just like flew off. Oof. Oof. Ooh. Ooh.